What's up everyone, welcome back to Golf Simulator videos. We're back today with the Square Golf launch monitor that has received a quite significant software update along with a few other things I want to mention to you guys. First I want to start off by saying that the Square Golf USA website along with the headquarters and everything have worked out that referral link and discount code. I have those updated down in the description and pinned to the top of the comments, not only on this video but other videos. I apologize how that was kind of in limbo for a little while there. I was trying to get things straightened out, but you're good to go. As always guys, I'm trying to cover units, get you the best education about what they offer, allow you to see them in real time, how they're performing, and try to make an educated decision on what's going to work for you, whether it be your budget, your space, you know, how it's performing, all those type of things. So I'm glad that we got that worked out, and as always, that helps support the channel, which I appreciate. But let's go ahead and go through this really quick. What updates are being launched in this software update, and it sounds like there's another firmware update coming as well, so stay tuned for that. But you're now going to get club data on the range view. A lot of people ask for this. This is probably one of the most common things that everyone said, please get them to add club data. I don't want to only see club data and not be able to see the ball flight. So that's now available. I'll show you that here in just a second. That does include a new range graphic as well, which seems to be a heightened experience in my opinion. A little more of a normal kind of golf range. I'll show you here in just a second. So you're also going to get two new golf courses, Misty Lake Country Club and the Country Club de Rosso. So those actually seem to have enhanced graphics as well. So it's cool to see that they're not only adding courses, but they're adding quality of graphics. So depending on your machine, it does say that you could see some performance, issues if you're running a lower end machine. I'm gonna try to get some specifications from them on what the benchmark should be so you're safe to run anything. But they at least wanna put that warning out there in case someone has an older machine and they're seeing some performance issues. You could use the other courses, which are less demand. So it's kind of nice they have a selection, honestly. Now you're also gonna be able to adjust wind and game mode, and then also an auto putt selection in game mode. I'll show you that. Now, putting on this unit is quite a good experience, as you've seen in my videos. So I don't know if a lot of people would use putting, but it also speeds things up when you use auto putting. So something nice to have an option of. They did add keyboard controls. Left and right arrow now are for aim direction. Up and down keys are for club selection. So you could use that as far as controlling the keyboard goes. And there's some various bug fixes, and they also corrected data errors when saving sessions for iOS and Android devices. So nice to see that they're listening to users. They're releasing updates, relatively quickly in my opinion. But let's go ahead and show all this in action. So I think the first thing that we would do is we would go to the new driving range. I want to show you that in action. So you'll see that you actually have Highland and Bayport now available. I showed you Bayport in previous videos if you want to see that. Let's go to Highland. We're going to obviously do camera tracking. We're not using the swing stick, and I'm going to do backspin, side spin. I kind of like that as far as data goes. You can see right there it says this course may not run smoothly on low spec devices. So it's nice they at least give you that warning. I'm going to be using an 8-iron today, and I'm also using the club sticker because I wanted to demonstrate the club data. Now I'm also going to demonstrate for you guys, because if you notice in the manual, it says you don't have to use a marked ball.
Ready?
You can use a club sticker on your club, and it will calculate the spin based on club data. And I'll be honest with you, if you're trying to make swings and just work on your game, I think you'll be surprised that it's actually giving some pretty good data. Maybe not precise side spin measurement or backspin measurement, but I'm kind of surprised. So let's go ahead and just hit a couple shots. Just a normal 8-iron. That's my normal kind of little draw. Not quite enough attack angle that I'd like to see. Usually, 3 to 4 if I'm hitting nice and down on it. We'll see if we can actually steepen that a little bit. But normal carry out of my 8-iron, what you guys are seeing, I hit a tiny bit behind the ball. Not quite the spin that I can generate with this club. So let's see if we can kind of straighten that out. See if I can hit a little more of a cut shot down there. That was a really nice strike. I didn't exit left far enough. You can see I was in to out really, but it was a really clean strike, got very good spin on the ball, so much better. Tack angle though, I actually tend to not be as steep as I'd like to on an iron. So let's see if we can actually, I'll stay with the cut shot, and we'll see if we can actually hit a little more down on the ball. Man. There we go. I was going to say, I really put some effort into that. So 2.5, so you can see it is looking at attack angle. It's going to be pretty difficult to benchmark how accurate the attack angle is. But for the most part, at least I'm able to say, hey, hit more down on the ball, and I'm seeing more attack angle. So it's cool it's doing that. I'll hit one more for you guys. That's a little more of a kind of a push draw shot. Just shape a couple out here. That was very poorly struck, but at least I got the shot shape. We'll hit one more. That was just behind the ball. 2.5 down, so hitting a little down on the ball again.
Ready.
And then I'm going to take this Pro V1 without
Ready.
markings and hit a few for you guys. That was much cleaner. Look at the spin jump right up when I hit a little better contact with the ball. So, carry all within line of an 8-iron, as you've seen probably with many other launch monitors on the channel if you watch the channel often.
Ready.
So I like to see all of that.
Ready.
Launch angle, you know, within reason, ball speed, all that. You know, you got to remember, every software, as I mentioned in other videos, has its own algorithm. So really, if you were to look at things, you'd want to see, well, is that my normal spin on a good contact? Is that my normal ball speed? Is that my normal launch angle? You know, all those things along with backspin and spin axis, that goes into an algorithm that produces a carry number. And then also total, depending on how they do ball physics essentially on the ground. So I had a lot of people asking that. Yeah, if you're buying your first launch monitor, I mean, you probably have no idea how that all works. So I appreciate everyone asking, whether you're a veteran or it's your first time. So we have a Pro V1, no markings on the ball, and I'm going to try to hit that cut shot. Club sticker on the ball, or on the club. So I feel like that might be a little on me, but I want you to look at all the other data, because I struck it really well. So on my other really good strikes, I'm close to 7,000 or around 7,000, and that was 6,800, no markings on the ball. So we'll see if I hit one fat too and see where it comes out at. That's the only thing that I'd be worried about, is on a fat shot it might not reduce the spin enough. See, I held that one off a little better. It still has a little left spin on it. So I think that's probably the difference you're going to see is being able to shape the ball as much. Let's try to really emphasize that a little bit, because according to this, my path was square. So I'd need it to be reading out to in really to get that ball working right. So it could be a little on me. Let's really try to get this thing left to right. There you go, right 655. So, I mean, in that time, I felt like I really pushed it. Now, it said 6.2. I was definitely out to in. I don't know if I was quite 6.2. You guys could actually pause the video and watch kind of my path a little bit. But look at the carry numbers and everything. It's an unmarked ball. So, yeah, it's not measuring the ball. It's using club data and what it reads. It's probably measuring speed, I would assume, and launch angle. It can probably do all that without the markings, but the spin is estimated. I gave you guys a chart in the first video. You can look at what it does without a marked ball. But like I said, you want to use a club sticker because it's going to use the club data to back into the shot. I'm going to try to hit a little push draw. So there's that left spin. And that was struck well. Look at this. Look at the backspin again. I mean, this is really interesting. It's like if you just want to play golf with your own Pro V1 and aren't worried about the perfect shape of the shot because it's calculated. I mean, it's reading the path and it's backing into it. Let's really try to get this thing maybe even crossing the center line when it comes back. See if I can do that. I mean, I didn't push it out far enough. I got big left spin like I planned on, but I wanted to start it further right, so we'll hit one more. And then I'll go out and show you guys the new course that's available. Obviously, you see, you know, we have the club data that's over on the right now, but you can also go up to G mode here at any point in time, and you have all that. So that's what I showed in the first video. It's all available. I do think the graphics and like this range, just a nicer, maybe like real golf experience without the boat and everything there. Doesn't mean that there's not some city ranges. If you've never seen the driving range in New York City that's by the pier, I mean, that's real life. That's a little more of a push draw. So it started 3.1 right. And, you know, that's funny. I didn't strike it as well and it does have lower spin. So that's really interesting. I wonder where it's getting that from. If it's trying to read the logos on the ball. I'm gonna hit one more. So that was actually struck really well. Spin was only 57, 77. So that's that estimation I think you're gonna see. But I'm impressed that it's picking up that big path and face, and it's able to know that these are push draws. So look, that's a non-marked ball. I think it's an opportunity for a lot of people. I mean, if you want to be hitting in Pro V1, you're not worried about, hey, it has to be precise data, there has to be a perfect curvature or anything else. This is a nice experience. So, I mean, everyone's looking for something different. That's what I try to explain to everybody. I have someone buy a $699 device, and then they're benchmarking against their buddies or coach's GC Quad, and they're mad that it's not producing the same data. I mean, first of all, there's high-end launch monitors that don't produce the same data. But, I mean, you shouldn't expect that, and I always want to be transparent with that. You know, a lot of things are good values, and they have, you know, if you want to call them variances in data, or, sorry about that, I got to hit quit, or, you know, data margins of error. I mean, you just have to fully understand that. Let's go to game. I already have this set up. So one player, we'll just do light wind. You can go medium or strong. Misty Lake Golf Club. You know what, let's go medium. Let's see what medium's like. We'll play the out, all right. Green speed at 10, concede distance 4 feet, auto putt off. If you wanted to use auto putt, you just turn it on. But let's go ahead and go. And then you'll see right here, this course may not run smoothly on low spec devices. That's the course being new and a little enhanced graphics. I'm interested to see what you guys think of this. 302 yard, I'll tell you what, what's your guys' opinion? I don't like how it goes all the way down like this to place the ball. I think it'd be cool if the graphic was kind of like sitting on the screen and it just stayed the normal view. So if I put this ball here.
Ready?
So like, let's say it was on the screen right now and it just showed even the square that it has on the range. I feel like that'd be a little bad experience. I don't like all that movement. And maybe that's me. I mean, I'm a motion person that, you know, I battled vertigo for years. I still get it every once in a while. I don't like rapid, huge movements like that. So it may just be me. All right, let's go ahead and hit a shot. What do you think about these graphics? I mean, they're different, hands down versus that other one. You can see the clouds moving. You can see the wind. You know, it's actually downwind a little bit, 4.5 miles per hour. So we should be able to get a little extra out of this drive. See if we can actually make a decent driver swing. First driver swing of the day. Should be interesting. That was a little open face, but I mean, it was hit okay. You can see only 158 ball speed. Nothing great. Good launch angle and everything. It was a fair strike, you know. Wasn't horrible. I'll take it. For not making a driver swing yet today, I'll tell you what, I'd take that probably all day long. All right, so playing with the marked ball.
Ready?
35 yards, yard uphill. We're in 20% rough though. So do the calculation on that. I mean, you need to be playing this more for like, you know, a little over 40 yards, right? So need to add some distance to this.
Ready?
You can see the hitting area is pretty decent. My mat, I'm about to replace it, has a little movement just because of the bulges and stuff from hitting so many times. So the wind's going a little left to right. I'm not that worried about that for a 40-yard shot. Man, that was really bad contact. I hit it just like super, like thin heely. I mean, it was pretty bad. I guess we're stuck chipping again. I mean, when I thinned it, it definitely did not fly the way I wanted it to, that's for sure. So this is only 21 yards. Let's see if we can chip down there and actually get something decent going. I'll roll a little right. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. And in the gimme circle.
Nice bar.
Hey, good recovery, right? I mean, I hadn't been, I should have focused more on that chip. That was actually a very, very poor chip. But I'm interested to see what you guys think. I mean, this is a brief overview. I think we'll go out and we'll play like a full 9-hole round. I mean, this is a 15-minute video already. I try to keep them reasonable, and then when they're like a 9 or 18 hole video, I can generally keep them down, you know, to just the time of playing, and I'll talk throughout. But I'm interested to see what you guys think of the graphics. You know, definitely let me know what you think. I mean, I definitely think they're enhanced. And it's interesting to see where maybe they go from here. Because people that don't want to have a third-party software, they don't want to have, you know, a larger expense or anything like that, that are just using the credits and playing the golf, whether it be on a, you know, mobile device, which is really nice and low cost. You might have that iPad sitting around or something. It's a huge opportunity for you. So let me know what you think. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned. There'll be a lot more coming soon.